What all is there to do on the boardwalk, or what will be the boardwalk this next year, and what is here currently? That's what we're talking about right now. I hope you're ready. I hope you're excited. Let's go. Now, I have always known this area as the Gatekeeper Midway, or at least over the last 3 years that I've been doing this, I've known it as the Gatekeeper Midway. But this is soon to become the boardwalk. So on our list of attractions today is Gatekeeper right behind me here. Gatekeeper is an incredible ride that feels like you are flying over the beaches here on Cedar Point Beach. I love the views. Now, before Gatekeeper was here, we actually had both like a lookout tower and we had an indoor roller coaster. Those are no longer in existence here. Just like lots of things behind me have changed and are changing here very soon. But I love Gatekeeper. It's one of my favorite rides. One of the best experiences that I think you can have here at Cedar Point. That's where we're headed right now. Hey. And at a 20-minute wait, I mean, who can blame me? Let's go. Here I am at Gatekeeper. I did discover that this only has a 20-minute wait, so why not hit it right now? We might as well do that. This line is not nearly terrible, but it does look worse than it is because of where the line is headed to right now, because all of that stuff behind me is empty. They opened up a whole bunch more space here. Now that ended up being a 22-minute wait on Gatekeeper. So we are going to continue our little exploration of the boardwalk, or what will be the boardwalk here at Cedar Point. This year I have not seen Lakeside Express open all year long, or at least I don't believe I have. I have seen the Coca-Cola Freestyle open and the Yogurt Plus open a couple times throughout the year. These are all parts that are also here on our look here at the boardwalk. One of many people's favorites and my most loathsome ride is Max Air. I hate this ride with a desperate and ungodly passion, but obviously a lot of people love it. It already has a decent line this morning. Again, certainly not one of my favorites, but it is one that makes many people's bucket lists. For another vital part to the feel of this part of the park is the games and extra booths that they have over here. Now, this is also kind of the transition point into the main boardwalk, so we're not going to spend a lot of time here, but definitely having games on a boardwalk and on like a Atlantic themed boardwalk or something more along that line definitely is something that you need to add to the ambiance of this area. There are a lot of rides here on the boardwalk that kind of fill me with disdain, and one of them also is Troika Troika Troika. Troika 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 is a variant on a scrambler that has you all facing in one direction so that you basically are in like roller coaster cars, and it gives you more of a roller coaster type of experience while still going in a loop. I hate this ride because I feel constantly like I'm going to fall out of it. I can't deal with it. Obviously, a lot of people like it, including my daughter, who also does enjoy it when she comes here with her friends. It's just not one that I much care for. Dodgem, however, is one that I absolutely love, although I only end up riding it probably once or twice every season. Dodgem is a really fun ride. Of course, classic bumper cars. I mean, how can you go wrong? You really can't. For my money, but also because of the nostalgia, I prefer Indiana Beach's bumper cars to Dodgem here at Cedar Point, but I like them no matter what. I would say that I would prefer to be on Cedar Point's Dodgem in comparison to Kings Island's. Giant Wheel is a classic and is something that I think is worthwhile to do. My biggest beef with Giant Wheel, well, I guess it's twofold. First of all, if you are by yourself, you cannot ride Giant Wheel. Also, and I'm very frequently by myself, not always, but a lot of times I am. If I'm with other people though, they don't usually want to ride that thing. They want to ride something more exciting. Also, if you ride Giant Wheel, you have to prepare to plan probably a half hour, probably more like an hour of your day just for that. So let's say you have 10 hours in your day and you're going to spend 1 full hour of that waiting to get on this thing. Is that really worthwhile? For some people it is. Certainly now that they were building the new boardwalk over there, for some people it certainly was worth it so that they could get a look into the construction. It wasn't something that I made a massive priority ever this year, or usually ever anyway. But one that I do find to be a priority often for me is Tiki Twirl. I love Tiki Twirl. I love a good variant on a traditional scrambler type of a ride. Troika excluded. This is one of my favorite rides. I do love the intensity that you get at the bottom of this angle. So when you're down toward me right now, that you really get some additional intensity, which is definitely fun. Also on your way up, you get a little bit more resistance, which also adds to just the feeling of this ride. Certainly not one that I love to do by myself frequently. However, for a challenge or with my daughter, it's definitely a ride that I enjoy. Not permanent, but it has been here for at least 2 seasons now. Face paint and henna is something that you can do here at Cedar Point. They still have the guards up from when COVID was really rampant. Of course, COVID's not over, but I don't know that it'll ever be over, but we have kind of moved in a direction where there's more that we can do besides just always staying away from each other. And then of course we have a couple other booths here, including this basketball booth where you can earn a couple of prizes and do some other specific things. Planet Snoopy is also here. Joe Cool's Dodgem School is probably really technically one of the last things on our list for here. Now, of course, there's gonna be so much more over here. We've got a new coaster coming in. We have the new pavilion coming in. I can't wait to see the way that this all looks and feels next year. It's going to be substantially different. But of course, right now, it is not. And another entrance for Planet Snoopy. We'll talk more about the kids areas in another video. We do have this pavilion right here. I'm almost hoping that they're going to change the look of this from kind of these colonial facades to more this beige building right here, because this really has the vibes, I think, of that beachside building that they're planning on building. But they do talk about history here. This is one more Grand Pavillion, and that's what they're building out right behind me on the beach. I can't wait. There's so many options, so many possibilities coming up. Little shop of terror, little shop of horrors. Windseeker is our last ride on this list. One more, probably our third now, of just absolute hatred by me. I'm sorry, I'm very against this ride. But we also do have the Lakeside Pavilion, where you can have some dining, outdoor dining spaces, lots of different special activities happen here. And even right now, there's some food that's going to be happening in here for this evening. The very last thing is, if you would like to leave Cedar Point, this is your access point to get out onto the beach, get to hotel breakers, all that kind of stuff. You do not have to be a hotel resident in order to come out to the beach, in order to spend time on the beach, and in order to spend time at the hotel. Now things like the pools and things like that are not open for you, but the restaurants and the amenities, the bars, there are also some public restrooms that are really nice. Those are all options for you to spend time at. So don't sleep on the beach. You need to come out here to Cedar Point Beach. What is your favorite part of the boardwalk here? And what are you most looking forward to that Cedar Point might be doing? You can be as wild as you want to down in the comments. Let me know what you hope happens with this pavilion and with the new roller coaster that they are building, the new Wild Mouse roller coaster that they're building right over to my side. I'd love to hear from you guys down in the comments. Thank you guys so much for watching today. Please press that subscribe button. We are going to be ramping up now for all kinds of stuff that's happening once again this summer, even though this was filmed weeks ago. Thank you guys so much for watching. Love having you guys here. Please press that like button and let's go.